Hello, my name is David Porter, and I'm disappointed. No, I'm not disappointed. I'm really pissed off at the Florida Democratic Party, at the people who are running the Andrew Gillum campaign, and the people who are running the Sean Shaw campaign, because you guys fundamentally disrespect and disregard black journalists. I own 32805, which is a media channel that communicates specifically to the black community here in Orlando. And for the life of me, I cannot, since the primary, I cannot get an interview with with our two black candidates on the statewide ballot, and I get no respect or support from the Florida Democratic Party. You know, the Democrats as a group, the Democrats always talk about how much they value the black vote, how much, they cherish the black vote. But yet, when it comes to actually supporting us and giving us access to high-profile black candidates who are counting on the black vote, you'll just kick us to the curb. And that's just fundamentally disrespectful. Listen, I'm not just some guy, okay? So I've got 30 years of professional mainstream news media experience. I spent my last 18 years in a newspaper at the Orlando Sentinel as the deputy editorial page editor. Before the campaign, before the primary, I was lucky enough to be able to get an interview with Andrew Gillum. And that's when it was being run by the grassroots people. After, that's when people thought there was no way Gillum's going to win. There's no way he's going to anything. But then after Gillum won the primary, then all of a sudden the people who even helped Gillum get the primary, a lot of those people got kicked to the curb. And then at the end of the day, not only can I not get an interview, I can't get any advertising dollars, for my channel. What do you think the mainstream media survives on? But the Florida Democrats, they're spending millions. We just saw last week, or this past week, the Florida Democrats have gotten something like $5 million. Who are they spending that money with? They're spending it with the white companies. They're spending it with the Coxes and the Clear Channel. Clear Channel is a Republican outfit, but that's where they're spending their money. But then to a small black operation like mine, y'all can't even return a phone call. You can't return a phone call. You can't respond. You can't give me the decency of a response, to an email. So, so then people are going to say, no, some people look at this right now and they say, oh man, why are you bringing this all up right now, man? The most important thing right now is to get Gillum and Shaw elected, and then what? If you won't give us access and spend some money with us right now, what's going to happen after they get elected? You already told us you kicked us to the curb. Let's also be really clear. I'm not some Russian bot or some kind of troll. I live in South Orlando, okay? I've been living in Orlando since 1984. People know who I am. They know what I'm about. In terms of, Democrats, I'm almost 60. Next week I'll be 64 years of age. I've been a registered Democrat since I've been 18 years old. I've been a registered Democrat in my hometown, New York City, and Charlotte, North Carolina, where I worked before I came here, and here. 98% of the time, I have voted for Democratic candidates. But it's time for the Democratic Party to show some respect back to us, which are called black journalists. Black journalists have always been at the forefront of the liberation movement in this country, from the days of Frederick Douglass and Ida B. Wells. When you don't want me to be able to speak to your candidate, when you won't let my media company come, you're disrespecting black journalists. You're disrespecting where we came from. So party, you won our vote, but we're not too good enough. We're not good enough for you to spend money with us. See, that's messed up. And so it's time for the Democratic Party and the people. I don't know if these are black people or white people who are running the Gillum campaign, who are running the Shaw campaign. Terry Rizzo, when she was running to become the chair of the Florida Democratic Party, I talked to her at a convention here in Orlando. She said, if you ever have any issues, be sure to talk to me. Man, I emailed Terry Rizzo 3 times a month ago. She ain't got back to me. They said, well, we're real busy. Things are real confused. Well, if you're confused, how are you going to run a government if you're that confused you can't answer an email? It's time for the Florida Democrats to start walking the talk. I've been at the forefront of the battle. I've covered, 32805 and my other channels. I've covered the women's marches. I've covered the demonstration every week down there in front of Rubio's office in downtown Orlando, down there on Orange Avenue and stuff like that. So I've been out there. I'm the guy who led the campaign in Orlando to have the Confederate statue taken out of Lake Eola. It's way too often that the Democrats take black people for granted. It's time for the Democrats to show their support for black people, not just asking for their vote, but also supporting us and supporting our black businesses and supporting and giving access to our black journalists and to our black media organizations. It's time for Florida Democrats, for Democrats across the country, to stop just using slogans and talk about how much you love black people and how much you value our vote, and start supporting us with access to the candidates and also with financial support in terms of advertising. The same way you spend money with Cox and Clear Channel, you can spend money with us. And I'll tell you what, $1 with the black media organization goes 10,000 times further than $1 is going to go with Cox and Clear Channel. The people in this community know where to find me. What you call it, the Florida Democratic Party people. I've sent you numerous emails, so go back and look in your email file and find it, which can respond to me if you're about something. Because you know what? I'm thinking maybe you're not about something. So it's time for you to step up, because I'm tired of this, and I'm tired of, everybody says, wait. Don't forget what Martin Luther King said, why we can't wait. Okay, black people have been waiting, for 500 years in this country. It's time for the Democrats to show that there really is something different about you guys. So I'm waiting to see if you got the kahunas to actually step forward and show some support and provide access so that we can interview you and share your stories and share your information with our black communities that we support. I've got an audience of 30,000 people. Wouldn't it be something if that's the 30,000 people that you guys need to be able to prevail? We're in the I-4 corridor. You know my phone number. You know where to find me. I'll be listening out for you. Peace.